Greetings, people of the world. It's Wednesday, the 8th of March, 2023, and I've stumbled across a shopping basket. One of the portable ones, which is interesting. It's probably come from Morrison's. But that isn't what the video is about. That's actually a distraction. It's no good, this area, is it? It's too much cars. There's too much traffic. Let's go somewhere a bit quieter and resume this. It's a bit quieter here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, there's people about. Let's go back. Remains of an old coat. I don't think that's any use to anyone. Check this out. That looks like a pineal gland. Somebody's dropped their pineal gland. This is where they're building the new Aldi. And they've cut some trees down, which creates a lot of space. And this was the site of the Trident spaceship, by the way. I found somewhere a little bit more quiet to film. But typically, there's somebody there when I come out. I can't get away from people. I need there to be no one around so I can make the film. Because I get self-conscious talking when there's people about. Let's try again over there. Finally, there's no one about. Well, there doesn't seem to be anyway, apart from the cyclist. But as you can see, it's a very cold, grey evening. Cold and grey as my soul right now. No, it isn't that bad, to be honest. But to cut a long story short, what happened at the end of this month, a hard disk died, and I had all my urbexes on it, the unreleased ones, the archive footage, and I was heartbroken. It's like a part of me died, because it wasn't only urbexes. There's all kinds of old Preston photographs and films, history, you name it. I lost so much digital data, music, movies. Some of it could be refound on the internet. I want to go somewhere else. I might even resume this video on a better day when it's a bit warmer, because it isn't all bad news. I will see you soon. It's Friday, March the 10th now, and I tell you something, it's a much nicer day today than it was yesterday. There's an old bed frame over there and some rubbish. I think the sun's captured the glare off the plastic bag. Should we have a look? Nothing exciting. What was I saying? Yes, it's a much better day today than yesterday was. I was almost losing the will to live. It was terrible. But anyway, we're going to get to the point soon about this hard disk data loss. That's always nice to see. That's a sign that my heart is in the right place. Or is it? Perhaps it shouldn't be on a random wall. We continue. I'm going to try not to film my shadow. I'm even self-conscious about that appearing on videos. More love hearts. And there's two this time. A certain Phil Collins song springs to mind. This pavement appears to be for sale, if anyone's interested. There's the phone number. And over here, we have an old rug. Could be salvageable, I suppose. A mysterious concrete block has appeared on the pavement in this decadent post-industrial zone. It's almost like the back rooms round here. And that looks like a destroyed howitzer from the Russia-Ukraine war. This is unusual. I don't think it's abandoned, so I'm not going to attempt to go in. This makes an interesting effect, filming the railings It could go into a music video, perhaps. I've stumbled across what appears to be a military base. Does that look like a tank to you? See if I can get a better shot. I think it is. The OSS battalion. This isn't an abandoned building, by the way, so don't get any ideas. I'm certainly not. Wow, get a load of this. The entrance and exit to the cycle lane has been opened up. It isn't the most elegant of thoroughfares, and you'll probably get a buckled wheel if you don't slow down and lift your bike over, but at least we can get into the cycle lane that links to Avon Park and possibly Preston's circular M25 for push bikes. I can't remember what it's called. The Guild Wheel. That's it, the Guild Wheel. I've come across an interesting stone with what appears to be sacred text. Spirit Wallow Yeshua Ogo. Facebook logo. It's the second word that's smudged a little bit. Wallow Yahweh. That's a name you shouldn't really say out loud, isn't it? Let's get out of here. I might have upset God. No, let's not go that way. Damn, is there anywhere in Preston where there isn't people? I can't get away from them. I want to make this video, but I can't find a quiet spot. There's always somebody about. Now there's someone coming up behind me. I feel like Jim Carrey in the Truman Show. Every time I think I've got a moment to myself where everything's going right, somebody appears out of nowhere. Oh, let's go somewhere else. I think I've found a quiet spot. Right, let's get serious and talk about what I want to talk about. And I hope it isn't spoilt by the noise of screaming kids. That's all I need. Oh, let's persist. Bloody hell, I shouldn't have run down this hill. Up. Good job I've got good brakes. No, the sound of high-pitched shrieks isn't what I want as a background soundtrack to this video. And the sun's going down. I don't have much time. Take 520 whatever. I'm not staying on the park when the sun goes down. At the end of last month, a hard disk died that had all my urbexes on. Well, my remaining urbexes. Imagine you lost your family holiday photographs in a house fire or an earthquake, perhaps. Kind of the digital version of that. To cut a long story short, if I could even speak properly because I'm out of breath and walking up a hill, I realised quite a lot actually, of these existing movies were on my old laptop hard drive. But I'd moved them to this external disk that had died because I thought I needed the disk. I thought I'd use it to free up space. In hindsight, I should have copied, not moved, these files. So anyway, I've purchased a 2 terabyte hard drive and I've had to invest in some file recovery software. So I've spent like something around £160, but it's worth it to get back some of what I've lost. I was lucky that I salvaged one classic. I think the moral of this story is, don't take hard disk storage for granted. If you've got personal data and you don't want to lose it, don't just have one backup, have 2, maybe even have 3. And I'm getting a battery low indicator. So there's another moral of this story. Always have a backup battery for your camera. So anyway, I've learnt my lesson of backing up better. Build back better, back up better. But moving past all this, as time went on, I started to think about what's going to happen when we eventually leave this earth. I can't take anything with me when I've gone. Never mind digital data on a hard disk. I mean, I'd like to. I mean, if I ever do die and go to heaven, I'd rather go to Valhalla, to be honest. It sounds more interesting. But if I ever go to heaven, well, I hope they've got an internet connection up there. I hope I can at least take my laptop. Imagine being in eternity for thousands of years without access to the internet. I mean, how would I watch YouTube? Do you know what I mean? The only thing I can think of is there probably is already a network in heaven. I imagine by now there'll be plenty of Cisco qualified internet experts that have died recently, and if God hasn't already set up a network, they'll have done it by now. Let's go back this way because there's people down there. This is, oh God, now there's somebody there. I'm trapped. Let's go back. Let's see what happens. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to pause the video. I'll come back in a minute. Okay, I think I'm alone now. What was I saying? Internet, Cisco engineers, paradise, God, Wi-Fi connection in Valhalla, which is probably more likely, to be honest, that there's one there. There's probably one in hell as well. I imagine the devil himself will want to keep up to date with what's going on in the world. And look at that sun. That's a beautiful sun. In all honesty, I don't want to die. I don't want to ever leave this realm. Unless I can get some kind of guarantee that I could take a really good gaming laptop with me to the other side, and there is internet access, I'll be happy then. Perhaps I could have my own pyramid built with a tomb, and inside I could have my digital possessions. What was here? Was there something here once being demolished? I don't know. And my voice is probably sounding a bit odd. Probably like I've got a sock in my mouth. It's because I'm a little bit dehydrated again. Yes, there was something here. Oh my God. Whatever it was, it's been demolished. Oh no, it isn't. It was someone's car park. What's round the back? Can we go round the back? We can, but it's a big drop. And there's loads of greenhouses there. Oh yes, we're in Broadgate, kind of. Anyway, we're going to wrap up the film. The moral of this story is always back up your digital... I almost said always look on the bright side of life then, and there's someone coming. But always back up your digital data. So we are going to end this video very abruptly, any moment now. Plus we're in the real world again. Back in society, kind of, and there's one person walking over there, and I'm on CCTV. I think that house has been done up. Either that or one has been knocked down next to it. That would be good if I could get down there. Hey, this could be the pearly gates. And on that note, we'll end the video. And I think there is something down there, like some kind of cabinet to put my digital data in. So there's a sign. Always back up your digital data. Have multiple backups if necessary. And on that note, take care. I will see you all on the next exciting adventure. All the best. I'll see you again, maybe, with something different.